definitely didn't get one yet.
Cause Cody the
See, being black in America is to be treated like a terrorist by those unfamiliar of your culture and character because your skin color isn't like theirs. See, being black in America is the feeling of feeling embarrassed that no matter how hard you try to be ready, you'll never be prepared to face a justice system that was made to be unfair. See, being black in America is be constantly living in fear, knowing every time you walk outside, death could be near. See, being black in America is to have your African pride mistaken for arrogance. It's oh so embarrassing because honestly, close your eyes. And what does it look like when you think of an American? Not you. So knowing all the struggles of being black in America, how dare you help them by keep killing each other? How dare you help them by being a deadbeat father? How dare you act like these people owe you something when 40 acres and a mule was reversed by Mr. Andrew Josh? Get up on your ass, nigga. On your ass, nigga. You talking about your ass, up on your ass, nigga. We matter. Who matters? Who matters? I'm trying to be a deadbeat father. I'm trying to be there for you. I'm deadbeat father. I'm trying to be there for you. I just want to talk to you one time. Trying to talk to you one time. And be there for you one time. Deadbeat father. Want to talk to you. I ain't trying to be a deadbeat father. Talk to me one time. Please talk to me. Can we talk? Let me just talk to you one time. One time. Take this visit with me, son. Please take this visit with me. Nigga, you was never there. I've been fending for myself for years. Raised by these streets and the gangs, that's how I ended here. Now you come around saying you care. What was you all them years? Fuck your sympathy, pussy, I don't care. No, I needed you up.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Welcome and welcome back and welcome again, if this is your first time, to the King Status Podcast with me, your host, Mr. More the King, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. You know what's up.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce. What's up, fellas?
If I do say so
Myself.
What's up, everybody?
What up, though?
And thank you all for tuning in to the King Status Podcast. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And all our descriptions are down. Everything's down in the description below. All our links. If you need to find us, follow us, check us out, and subscribe.
Oh, he nervous.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous today.
Also, shout out DJ Magic on the ones and twos.
Magic. What's up, fellas?
What up, though?
How y'all on this fine Sunday?
Looking how it feels.
I mean, that's cool. Go Eagles.
Of course, every day.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Every day go Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Football season's among us.
Go
you know
Broncos.
3-0 too.
Bring it back.
Go Broncos.
Cannot.
You
we
can't do
cannot-
nothing. Your season's over, sir.
We cannot go out like
50
that.
points.
Shit,
That's a
70.
Madden game.
4-0. 4-0.
That's what y'all
Calling it
going for
early,
today?
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Calling
4-0.
it. First,
Alright.
those, what we playing? The Commanders?
Eagles
Yeah, we
always
got
been my
that.
second favorite team, so.
Oh, man, just come home, man.
Yeah.
Just come on home.
Shit, after last week, I felt like that. I
Hang
ain't
that
gonna lie.
Broncos,
I
yeah.
ain't
Hang
gonna
that
lie, I felt
Broncos
like that, but
jersey up.
Never.
Come on home.
Never.
Every fan we bump into
With my-
this season,
with
I
my
mean,
boy,
I'm ready. I want that Dolphins game gonna be crazy though.
No, that's gonna be a
That's
gonna be a hell of
crazy
a game. That's
because
gonna be a hell of a
it's.
game.
I feel like it's two different types of games like playing against each other. Like, yo, they high fly and we can really like take them on complete run game and go crazy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they do against that because like I don't want it like even us like with a new offensive coordinator, I'm scared a little bit because. You might got air it out, cuz. Like, you might got get in a shootout with them niggas.
And that's a dope Eagles hoodie, too.
Thank you.
Like, you know, in the cut off sleeve.
Shout out Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying? This is our love language.
Oh, okay.
That's fire.
My gifts and clothes, like, our mom growing up, cuz, was one of the, like, no matter what, we gonna look right.
Yeah,
So
I
she
feel you on
always,
that.
and I got that shopping book, too. Like, I'm always looking at clothes, looking at deals. So she always just like, here, I saw this and thought of you. And you know what I'm saying? I love that. I appreciate
That's
it.
dope.
That's part of that's like one. That's my love language, too. Like, I like gifts.
Interesting.
Very.
Interesting.
Yeah, that I'm not like a what,
No, because, like, you know what? We never, you know what? Let's just talk about that real quick. What is everybody's love language? Pause.
Yeah, like I said, mine's is gift.
Come on.
A close second would be tied between words of affirmation and personal touch. Like I'm real touchy feely with my girl and people. Like I love liking people. I'm cool with that. Like I'm a cuddling boy when it comes to that type of vibe. So yeah, but gifts is definitely one like that. It'll change my whole day, change my mood.
I think that happens for everybody, even if it's not necessarily their love language, but I understand like where yours.
No, I mean
stems
even like instant like you could buy me lunch and I'd be like, damn, that's really appreciative.
No,
like,
I know.
Like I'm somebody
I know.
of that nature because I ain't grow up with shit.
from. Yeah.
I feel that. I probably say the same thing. Like I know touch for sure, gifts for sure. I think that's probably like my two. Like for for sure the like the gifts, but I know like touching is like really my thing too.
Words of affirmation pop though too. Like having somebody pour into you and tell you like just whenever you in the case of that you don't remind yourself that you the fucking shit. Somebody telling you the shit is a great feeling.
I'm not gonna lie, that is something like I grew to really like appreciate like a lot. Like yo, like to hear that on the daily or somebody sending you those types of messages, like yo, you are a king, you are this, like that. That is something that do something to your spirit off the wake up. Like goddamn right I am. You know what? Like so like I ain't gonna lie. That's if that's something like you can get on the regular, like yeah, appreciate that because when you do get it and you're not used to it, it'll take you to another place. Like yo, yeah, like it give you it can honestly bring out more love that you give to a person for real. Like cool. But
Cool.
I was about to be
Hey,
like,
yo.
bro, go ahead and say your point. Like,
yo.
listen.
that was the point. I'm just saying like yo,
Okay,
you
cool.
not, you know what I'm saying?
All right. But nah, mine is words of affirmation. That's super top for me, and just touch, connection, and all. But y'all see how I am. Like how you say when if you pour into like somebody pouring into you, you start giving it so much more. You know how to, and that's why I give it so much because when I get it, it's like a supercharge for me.
Yeah,
Like
I'm trying.
it makes me feel like that. Like you said, like "What's up, King?" Oh, look, you damn right I am. Thank
Yeah.
you. Even if when you know, because sometimes you don't even realize how many times it's not said to you. Sometimes, like when you go out to eat, where the waiter walks away, okay, enjoy your food, and it's like one of the times one of the waiters said that I was like, well, I will now. Thank you. Like, I absolutely will. Because sometimes you don't even realize how many, like, when they don't say, okay, they'll just be like, okay, let me know if you need anything.
Right.
And it's like, this person, okay, enjoy your food. Let me know if you need anything. And I'm like,
Active
yo,
service is big too.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Active, I don't want to leave that one. I feel like I'm missing one, but active service.
but I feel like it ties in gift giving, affirmation type. Because it's still giving.
Yeah. I was just trying.
I
It's
about
five
to
of them,
say,
right?
I
The
don't know.
5 or 7 of them
I
joints,
get what you're saying. I just like I be real specific about that type of
No.
stuff because like
Well, it's
nah,
tricep, bicep. Same arm, different muscle. Like, it's
yeah,
just.
nah, I'm just saying like for me personally because I'm real big on that. Like yo, don't try to buy my love. Like don't because you know that can get confused. Like just because that's somebody's love language, they can get it confused. Like well, yo, I'm buying you this and this. It's like whoa,
That's a
don't get it confused. I appreciate the gifts, but
Shit,
I'll
I
trade
think
all of
my
this.
love has been bought
I'll
before,
trade
so,
all
yeah.
like.
Now,
My
with
shit
any
definitely been bought
partners,
before.
with any partners y'all may have had in the past, present, was that ever a struggle or a battle at first because y'all love languages were different? If you ever had that, because I know I have.
I can't say.
Uh,
I don't think. I can't say that I have honestly.
No,
I think mine always just kind of like balance into the same. Like we kind of just always. I don't know. I feel like I'm a strong presence, low key too. So it's like when I do certain stuff, it just come like, oh, I like that. Like so it's like I don't know. That's a real good question.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I adapt well. So like in it, I'll adapt to somebody else's love language very well, and me catering to their needs and my needs being catered. I think I get vocal too. So like if you're not doing what like something I like, but we got a good connection, I'll bring it to your attention. That yo, this is what I'm into. This is what I like. This is how I feel loved and appreciated. And I don't take nothing like it always resulted in a good situation. I never had nobody take that and bend it into some like negative shit. Now I've had situations where we didn't mesh because not really because of the love language, because some other things we couldn't agree on, but that kind of showed in that too, as far as like just we not doing the things we need to do for each other.
I think I might be lying. I think like I feel like sometimes in conversations you might hear somebody say certain things that is like, oh wow, like and like for me, I've like a lot of stuff like I was raised by like a lot of women and then me having 4 sisters, I look at like certain things a little different. So
Yeah.
like when women say certain things to me, it's like whoa, like you a woman, you can't really be saying those types of things. Like I don't know, that's just how I feel sometimes. Like, but
I ain't gonna lie, because you just said like they be saying them type of things. I'm like, what type of things?
I like don't want to get too deep on that. I'd rather say that for like off cam, like. Cause it's like, cause it gets you like it.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
It'll get your ass canceled, but fuck it, nigga.
I was about to say, 'cause I don't care about stuff like that.
Get on your alpha. Get on your alpha male shit, man. Go ahead, go off, brother. Go off.
Nah, but let's say like. Nah, I don't want to get that. I got to try to think of it. I got to try to think of a different like. I got to try to think of a different topic that's like kind of deep.
I'm just saying because y'all heard what my love language is, and it's pretty much has been that way like mainly my adult life.
Has it?
So.
But to speak on like some things that I don't want said to me, don't call me at my name. I'm big on that. Like I never dealt with like I ain't been no bitch, no pussy, no. Sorry, you two, bleep me. But I have to bleep myself. Shit, magic.
I 100% agree on stuff like that. I 100% agree.
As far as like I'm big on, I'm not arguing in public. I don't cause nothing. I don't start nothing to do that. If I ever did something that make you feel away, you could just tell me and I immediately stop. If we gotta go, let me know we can go and we gotta hash out whatever we gotta hash out. And what else? There's other ones, but I'm just trying to think off the cuff of shit. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely things you could not want said to you. Like, and also it's things you want, like, yo, be real with me too. Like, I don't want nobody ever to be like, yo, how I look, and if I look fat as hell, then say that, nigga, put on the vest, and that be that.
I got it. Like, I got kind of like a little example.
Okay,
so,
let's go.
Let's say you dealing with a light skin female.
Okay.
And she gets into it like, oh, I hate dark skins that do stuff like that. To me, it's like like you know that you're black too, right? Like it's just y'all just a different shade. Like I don't I won't like stuff like that. I'll get real like, yo, I don't want to talk to you at all because you on a whole nother level of missing the whole point. Like I don't care, light skin, dark skin, caramel type. So I'm like, bro, like y'all all the same. Y'all all beautiful women. Like. I don't get into all of that. Oh, you light skin, you.
Absolutely.
I don't like stuff like that, bro. Like
we
can play around.
Women.
We can like now. You feel me? We can play around with certain stuff because it's just funny, and I come from a different era.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I literally don't like when it be a dark skin. I'm like, man, these light skin, and they really be looking at it like like y'all really categorizing like y'all not just black women. Like that type of stuff I don't agree with. So
Ku
like,
Klux Klan ain't gonna see no difference.
I'm about to say you just an N-word to them with the hard R.
Hey, you. Okay.
I'm sorry, hard R. Because sometimes it be looking like, because just like in that moment, like we're taking something very serious and we're making like jokes. But sometimes you gotta see light and stuff.
No,
like you gotta understand it. But that's just us understanding the situations of things like where we can laugh. It's not cool, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with all that type of stuff. But
yeah,
just making light of stuff.
But with the just going real quick back to the love language thing, I was like, because I definitely like you heard mine is affirmation and like touching. So dealing with someone who's is like gift giving, and it's like, yo, where you literally, I'm like the same. You, like, don't try to buy my love. Like it doesn't work like that. But it's not necessarily buying their love, but it's just how they receive it. Right. So it's like they would be the type to give you be giving you all these gifts, and they're wondering why you're not like falling all over and everything, because it's like, yo, it's cool. Like sometimes that's not what I need to feel loved by you.
Right.
But then it's still a process, because sometimes, and I know for like the people that aren't mature enough, and I'm like, that's no disrespect, just not sure, don't have enough wisdom yet. Sometimes like the way I thought at first, it's always like, yo, I gotta show up with like these nice pair of sneakers and always go on super expensive dates, always gotta get nice jewelry, everything gotta just be lit all the time. And it's really, sometimes it took me a while to understand, no, sometimes it's literally just run it. Like if you're at the market and you grab like, yo, I remember you saying something about you wanted that new mop or something like that. Even if it's something like that, and you just bring it home, like, and it's just more of the thought, like, oh, you thought about me while you were out. And sometimes that's what I had to learn. So it's not so much the price of things, it's just like, yo, they just want to know that they were thought about, and that's how they receive it. So of course, like with me, that was like tough to figure out when mine is so of Like you don't have to do that for me at all.
Right.
Like you could just wake up and want to just or like show up at the door and just hug me, and that could be a lot to me.
Right.
But with you, it does take like, yo, let me just make sure like I'm running out to Walmart or something. I see them nice house slippers or something, nice pajamas. Like, yo, here you go. Bottle of wine and all that. I know that'll make Magic over there happy.
Nah, and like and giving them that sense of like that you really listening to them for real. Like,
Absolutely. That's
I know
that's probably one of the other top things for him.
Yeah, we might save that for a different day. You can really dive into that for real. But I definitely do know, like, I learned too, like, when they say certain stuff, like, the one thing I learned, like, when they ask you to do certain stuff, when you get up and do it, like, when they ask, they be so head over heels about it. And it's like, I don't know why it's so deep, like, to them. Like, I not get it. Also, like we all moved to a different beat to and all that, moved to a different tune and everybody.
I
But
was about to say get the words. I was about to say
Yeah.
get the
I'm like,
Y'all ever what have y'all learned from like a breakup, like and losing a relationship? Oh shit! Damn.
no, I'm
Well,
joking,
say that
man.
then, nigga. Hey, that's what's up. Man.
absolutely nothing.
Hey, no,
But,
I learned some shit, but
But was that your full question?
yeah, I think yeah, I don't remember now.
I didn't mean to kill you.
No,
Joe.
no.
Shit.
It got most of it out. Yeah.
Nah, for me, I learned plenty. Like
All right, plan. Let's go.
I learned plenty. Like, cause it, like at the times, like you just doing anything and just being like young and immature and just dumb. But like, one thing I learned was like when you lose your lover and your best friend all at once, that is something like it'll take you there. For me personally, anyway. So I just learned like not to really play about like certain things about like that, cause it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, yo, no, that shit is real.
That
man.
boy talking like he nervous. I'm like, bro.
He's spitting facts. No, that's real. Like when you lose that person, and like for me, like I've been like in my toxic situation. We was together every day. Because I met like like that was my homie also. Not like in that sense, but it was yo fuck y'all. It
That's this
was.
guy, man.
I know you can't cut it out. I'm gonna have to get you back though. But
You got me last week. What you mean?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get you this week too, nigga. But no, like that's it's a different feeling. Like when your day to day can be changed. Like sometimes, like we were just like it was no kid, nothing crazy involved. Just we was kicking it. We enjoy each other's company. So that was one of the bigger things to like lose and get over not having. And then like whenever you go that toxic where y'all back and forth, that's what makes it kind of hard because it'd be like a familiar feeling that you already kind of over, but it still feels nice.
Right.
Honestly, I would probably say at this point, I probably learned so much more. But to sum it all up, all that stuff you argued about and been through was not that deep. What was you so angry for? Yes, you were a narcissist. Yes, you did. You might have took advantage of people. They might have took advantage of you. But at the same time, you got through it. You learn from it. You make sure that's not who you are now. You do have growth. So it was just more like just how young and immature I was. That's really all it was.
And for me, like accepting that I did certain things, like and not like holding it against myself, like yo, you was just young, you was doing things the way that you seen, like that you felt was the best way for you at those moments, or maybe because whatever you was going through, it made you do certain things and acting out of like anger or acting out of feeling like you wasn't as loved as you wanted to be, like so.
And this person technically isn't there to solve all your problems, but like I said, it's and the issues that you were too young and adolescent to understand that you had. So that's why, like I said, like, yo, the narcissism and all that, you don't think it's nothing wrong with you. And then, we're still from the time where thinking you need therapy was like mean you crazy, or like if somebody said that to you, that was so disrespectful, or suggested it, that like that was such a disrespectful thing. Like and that's why I said it's just so much of what you don't know. And like the same thing we peep, like when we pay attention to other like these young guys and everybody, it's just more like, yo, like was I that angry? Like what was I that angry for? Like But then, like I said, that's that narcissism, like that you don't realize you have. So I understand, like when the young guys are calling me and they're saying certain things and getting game, but I'm like, yo, I meet them where they are because I said, bro, I was the same way. I understand, and it's going to take a while to not be like that because if you don't have anybody showing you, and this is always how you've been, you can't just change who you are just drastically unless it's like, typically
Depending on the
or I
age.
was just saying like or unless it's typically like
Before you develop the full behavior.
something traumatic happens where it's just like a shift immediately. But sometimes like you just do some readjusting. So and that's why I say like people should figure this type of stuff out and get the help they need before they start bearing children and building families and
Yeah, but
bringing
sometimes
partners in.
you need a relationship to realize some shit about yourself that you might need assistance with. Like
Yeah.
for me, like when I experienced serious loss, and when the best responses for me was when I was in a relationship. Even when I responded in a way that wasn't wasn't the traditional response, it still taught me a lot about like how much a relationship helps me through loss. Like without a doubt, I'm one of the people that should hit me to the core, and it hurt me in ways I can't even tell at 1st. Like I'll be fucked up in a way to not even realize that this is connected to that. And being in a relationship, I've been able faster to bounce back. Like when my grandfather passed recently, with me and my girl currently was together, I was able to not dwell in that like area of feeling of like this person who made me who I am is gone. Like that shit rock like loss like that rocks me to my core sometimes. So having somebody there to pull you out of it is definitely needed. And I learned that because when they weren't there, I was fucking inspired into further shit and worse shit and dumb shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And also, and it's still also credited to you maturing and you being
Oh,
at
yeah.
an older age. But I definitely don't take away from what your partner does and everything. That's
Yeah,
why
but I'm saying even at my younger age, like when I was young and I lost my grandmother, I had a girl there with me that helped navigate that, even though we was kind of at odds at the time too. So I'm just saying, like for me, that was something I kind of learned from, like just being in relationships.
I respect that. I feel like I might be the same way when it comes to that type of stuff. Like having somebody else to help you like stay up, it'll keep you afloat, like to not really sink, like and go into that real dark place that you do get to. Because I was there, like when my grandmother passed away, I wasn't dating, but I had somebody to like kind of like lean on, but they also didn't know how to be that person either. So it was like like I'm taking it different. Like you don't want to be that person, fuck out of here then. Like so, and then getting older and experiencing loss and being with people is just more so like man, like just more so expressing your feelings and getting it out than holding it all in and going back into that dark place and spiraling out. So I definitely agree with you on that. King.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely helps because I still have to know. I mean, because it still happens. It's still current things that happen and everything. Like just a few days ago, I with this dream chasing, still took a like very disappointing blow, like things that come with that, and what she did for me was literally say my words back to me that I've been saying. And I always say because even like with other frustrations, and I'm like, man, again, this is one of the moments I wish I had a me to help me or teach me. The same way that's the reason why I do be so glad that my little brothers are calling me and they'll call me to get advice first. So that way I'm like, yo, because trust me, even on this camera to anybody watching, man, I believe me in my whole heart, I do not want to watch. I do not want to watch anybody else go through a lot of things that we may have went through because we don't know how mentally strong everybody is and mentally willed they are to keep going. Like some of these disappointing things, especially like when you dream chasing, they'll make you give up. It's things in the past that I just walked away from because I was like the disappointment was just like too much, like too many times. And that's why I always warn people like, yo, when you get on this path, it comes with so much disappointment that you don't realize you're not ready for. But it's just like now at this point we dealt with it so much doing it for so long, but just not on the like necessarily the same exact course. But it's just like, but you understand now. That's why I said not being in such the adolescent mindset of, hey, this is what this road comes with, and you know that.
Right.
So don't think every day and every moment is just going to be your moment. And your moment isn't always God's moment. God's timing is different. So we just pray that it is, but sometimes like and I'm being wholeheartedly and serious when I say this, man, I still have my moments like that moment that happened almost still made me question myself again because and that's what I was afraid of what would be happening. Like, yo, it is spiraling me back. That's why I'm glad, like, I was able to have, like, I'm able to have someone that was able to say my words back to me. So it's like yo, when they were feeling like this and this person was feeling like that, these are the words I was saying and I'm telling them. So if they're saying it back to me, I have to receive it because I know I'm being honest and I'm being for real. And in front of this camera, I can't be a hypocrite either. Like, I have to, like, because I'm big on, like, yo, live what your OGs is coaching you, and or make sure your OGs is living what they're coaching you.
Right.
And like, and so I'm really like this. So when I'm telling like my brothers and sisters, and I'm talking to the little homies, everything, and it's like, yo, I'm being so honest with you on the things like that I've been through because I said, yo, because when I know you, and I'm not saying they're not strong-willed, I just don't know how strong-willed they are, and I understand those moments build the character and uh shows who's willing to go as far as they are. But like I said, bro, like sometimes, especially if you don't have nobody to like build you up, and luckily mine is words of affirmation. So it's like, so that helped me a lot where it was like, yo, it still hurt, but remember, you can't just give up, like, and you can't just be this person or wallow in your sorrow. Like, you gotta keep pushing forward and keep going hard. You know, this is what comes with that path. So don't cry about it now when you already knew it.
No, that's facts. How you feel about peer to peer coaching and like giving game? Like,
Nothing at all wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. It's the same thing. Like, as long as you coachable, it's some people I'm helping and coaching, and I know you are too. I know you have too. It's like people that are older than us. It doesn't mean nothing because sometimes like everybody's changed. The world is always changing. Like I said, and developing. Like soon we're gonna have to get these younger people to show us a lot of these tech ways and the best ways to use it because they're the ones developing it. I'm not saying we can't learn on our own, but if they're the ones developing it, it's okay to just learn from them. Like, there's nothing wrong
no,
with that.
facts. No, and I'm big on like group economics, like figuring out a problem together. Like, and so no matter what the age group, anybody can give you somebody's perspective can change a whole planet culture in a sense. Like somebody with just one thought of being like that just changes what you're doing. Like you could be doing shit one way and somebody be like, well, hey, have you thought about doing it this way? They have no frame of reference. They don't have to have the expertise, but they just that little bit of information help because of the how working in a group and a collective works to me.
Then one of the things me and him was talking about when we were reminiscing on the time when we met certain people in the industry, and we might have spoken to. It's like, yo, when we really think about it, I'm like, yo, I didn't realize how much I learned in that short conversation. And you would think I was probably in the room with this person for hours. But it's just like I said, if you remain coachable and you keep your ears open and your mouth shut, you listen twice as much as you speak, like, bro, you'll really learn something. And especially like when it's those people, I know you brought up our peers, but I'm just saying, like, because still when someone has more experience than you in a certain field or a certain area, like, yo, you're still like a baby in that, where they may be an adult to it, so they or more mature in that field than you are, so they can help and teach you. But and it's not everything, but it's just more like, yo, because I'm pretty sure on this camera we help a lot of people also that may be older than us, younger than us, our age. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like just like how my mom used to just always say, only dummies don't ask questions. And they even got what my grandma used to always say to me, quick to listen, slow to speak. I'm like, yo, you can learn so much by keeping your mouth closed. Like how you said, it's like, yo, sometimes you really talk yourself out of game by thinking that you know so much. Like people are, oh, all right, since you know it, cool. I got you. Like, since you don't want to listen to me, I'm trying to stop you from potentially going down the same exact path, or just hearing some of the business words that you can look out for when you in those meetings. Like, oh, this means that they're trying to get me. But since you trying to come to me as an adolescent in this field, and I'm a master.
But you know everything.
Right. Cool. Now you're gonna have to figure it out. But when you go down that path and it happens to you, don't say that I didn't warn you because you wasn't listening. So,
and that's one of the things I realized. I never really realized how much I did that. Not speaking, but how much, even if I really did know the answer, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed just to make sure that I am on that right path. Like, because this person has the expertise, but I was like, yo, let me just make sure the person with the expertise is saying the same thing, so I know, because just in case I am wrong, like, I can get the answer, like you said, so I won't speak. I'm just like, yo, even if I was right, I say, yo, but I'm still gonna be like, no, let me see if that is the right answer. So, and I think a wise person knows they don't know everything.
right.
Simple. So,
Oh, yeah.
but if you want to answer your own question,
I know. I'm big. Like I thought I answered it.
are we still on the peer-to-peer question?
Yeah, I didn't answer a question after that.
You didn't? Well, what did you say again with the peer-to-peer? No, I'm just making
No,
sure.
what I said was, no, I'm big for it. I bring a group group economics.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeah, you
and-
did say
and that. Yeah.
You did say that.
But
I also think peer to peer is good. Like as helpful as helpful as it is. You can only be hopeful that it don't stall out. Like the people that you might be looking to is always trying to stay informative, because like how we used to say is like, yo, it's hard to come to you about stuff when you was there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, I can't really go to you about how something coulda or shoulda maybe possibly been when you was right there next to me. So I'm like, you kind of got the same exact like feeling that I had in that moment, or you might have got that same type of like,
I'm
yep, it's
trying-
gonna go like
I'm trying to figure it out at the same time. So while you got these questions, I got questions
right,
too. Like,
exactly.
and also, but it depends on. I mean, that has to be you as a judge of somebody's current in a process. Like, you know, if your person is back to normal or if something's off because you off too. So it'd be right timing. But you can definitely, like, I definitely been in a situation where everybody who went through it had a different level of knowledge and perspective on the event that helped us all get to a conclusion about it. So I just think it depends on the people you align with. Also, it depends on like how you figure out game. Because also in that way of you can get that older advice, but sometimes people take that and they pervert it. They take advantage of it. They'll a lot of times we hear people leading people to the slaughter, especially in the music industry. Like, it'll be like, hey, no, they walked me through the door of getting this deal. Even like what Cam and Mace just talked about, where Cam was talking about questions fans asked, and Mace told him he didn't bring him to Diddy because he really loved Mace. Like, he brought him to Biggie because he felt like that'll be better for you. I don't want what I'm going through for you, and I feel like that's some good like peer to peer shit right there. When somebody knowing that somebody's perverted.
He said he knew that he'll do right by him. Like he said, that's all he could think about. He was like, yo, I know if I get you with him instead of these people, he'll do right by you no matter what. And I was like, I thought that was cool as hell, because I feel like in a sense we always had that relationship. Like, yo, like you'll ask me certain things and I'm like, yo, I won't question you about it just because you're my brother. I'm like, yo, you ain't never steered me down certain paths. So like, yo, if you need something from me and you like, yo, I just need you here, but all right, I got you. Because I know it ain't never nothing crazy, or it ain't never nothing like.
And I think examples like that, I can't really say, because at first I was about to say I think it's even doper when it's your peer, but at the same time it's dope when anybody does it, but as your peer you're even more of the competition, because it's like, yo, we're both coming in, but when you do something like that where you're like, bruh, no, even though you may become my competition to the world, I still want to make sure you're good. I at least want you. I don't want you to have to deal with what I dealt with and everything I had to deal with.
And it's a
going with
friendly
this.
competition. Like,
Yeah.
Like the rap, like a lot of rap now, people believe it's like this where niggas want to kill each other, but it never was that. That's something relative to the street culture that is kind of influencing hip hop, because it's kind of like it's crazy. It's a cycle in itself. The music is infusing the streets, which is further in the streets, which is further in the music. So in that situation, it's a little different than what
That
it
was a
was. But
Say that
before,
again, Ross.
hey yo, niggas about to be battle rappers. Run that shit back. But no, like I was saying, it's a cycle of like getting more and more into the music, and then street music leads to more music in that sense, and that more and more and more, it's a never-ending cycle that kind of puts us in that box. Like, kind of that's why I like They Clone Tyrone so much, because it showed like people was like, why isn't that period? It's a little representation of what we do to ourselves with our current culture. Yeah, the clothes may change, but the message, like what we doing, is still the fuck the same. And that's why I like period. Like when it's somebody older, I kind of got to put up a bigger veil, because everything in my life has always been somebody older. Usually is looking to take advantage in a business setting when money's involved.
Oh, okay.
Because like even your manager is seeking for you to take a position that furthers their career and not really yours. And then if you get too high, it's going to be, hold on, let me slow him down a little. They'll put a position in your way, or the machine itself will change on you. So like when it comes to like when it's money involved, I feel like there's always, you got to kind of respect the game sometimes, where somebody always might gain, like let's say you get paid for a show, and this old head is trying to book you for a show, and you tell him you want 5, and he tell the people you want 10, and he keep 5 without telling you that show might have helped your career, but also it's like, damn bro, like that, like you just raised my number without even including me in this. And now I don't really know my own number. Now I can go to this now. I can never get that book again, because I doubled my fee, and they might not have felt it was the same work they were getting for that price that they might have got to somebody else. So in those senses, that's what I'm saying. Like it's I have just a little bit of a raised eye. Like, no, it definitely could be people to help, like older people that's just genuine in my life, pour into me into that. But whenever it comes to money and finance, you kind of always, I feel like I got to look a little air of skepticism. Like even for me, a raise is not really the rate. Like I've had people tell me like, oh no, that raise you got because you did this, this, and this. They ain't want to do that for you. You set that in motion by your actions and how demanding you are. But you'll think somebody make it seem like, no, I really hooked you the fuck up. Like,
yeah. And I think everything we said ties into like how it said, like, yo, when you go in thinking you know everything, and you be like, oh, I know, and it's like, wait, I was actually about to teach you all that stuff to look out for the business words and the moves and the shadiness, to look on the eye. Let me teach you who works together, like what lawyer works with this exec, so that way you know, yo, when they say go get you one, they give you, but then they assign you one, it's their friend. So it's like, and they're just looking out for them, like, oh, this artist about to make millions, and we about to just give him like crumbs, and we gonna eat so much. He ain't looking at his money anyway, so we just gonna take a little more.
or we can give him a lot, and he can never afford that payment back.
Right. Them advances.
It's scary, bro.
Yeah.
You're right.
But also in a sense, I want to speak to it's a good side of like in my leadership roles, but that's because I don't care about the machine. Like whenever I'm somewhere, I want to give people the most bread. Hey, I want you happy here because I don't want to be here. I don't fuck this. I'm trying to run my other shit below, be able to move how I want to move. If I got to dip for a day to get some work done, I can bounce and do what I really want to do. And however that might be, like I told people that I truly don't give a fuck about. Like, but hey, this is how you get you to that number you want that'll probably help you stabilize your life so you can come to work and be a fucking productive person here. Like, yo, it's you doing this little extra bit of work over here. That don't help me at all. That like I'm not doing that. Why ain't I doing it? Because I don't. This is here to fund what I'm doing, and that's it. So that's how I've been in roles, like, because I've already tried to ascend, and not but always bringing somebody with me too. Like when I was in the cell phone world, like I always kept my man with me because it was easier that way. Like if I had somebody I can make the best and then give them the net, yo, here we going up together. Ain't no spite where, and then yo, when you start rising your own, I'm just helping your star now. Hey, like, yo, it just always look out. You can always support no matter what role you're playing.
So what have been some things, like, because I definitely talking about like a disappointing blow like I may have had. Y'all don't have to get into like what it was unless y'all want to, but it's still just how do y'all deal with like those disappointing blows nowadays, like as grown men?
I mean, I would like to hear yours so I can know.
I mean, go ahead.
Blow, I'm sorry.
Like,
Well, I mean, like, just like if something happened, didn't go the way you wanted, and you had high expectations for it, or you had any expectations for it.
I was judging how serious the level.
Yeah, no, that's why I said it. That's why I said it
Okay.
doesn't. That's why I said you can say it if the situation, or you don't. Like, you don't have to. Like,
Oh yeah.
like,
I'm about to say, for me, just being older now, I just go by that motto that like I used to always try to tell you, like, cause I just try not to get too high or too down about anything no more, because at one point in my life I was so depressed, just getting up, going to work, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was just because I was looking at life on a super scale, like of where I should be and where like what I should have been doing, and just everything, like just feeling like I had everything figured out. And one day, I was not one day, but it took time to do it. But I just started like just trying to trick myself into just understanding, like, yo, life, like this is life every day. You gonna get up, you gonna go to work. Some shit gonna happen that's good. Some things is gonna happen that's bad. You gonna do the rest of what you got to do at the end of the night and clock out and go home the same way. Like, and after I just built myself up built myself up like that, I was just thinking like, I don't really have to stress about this. Like, this is what life is going until it changes, until that time in life where until that time in life like presents itself to alter everything that I have. Yo, you're gonna get more money, you're gonna get a better job, or you're gonna get this. You have to play this role until then. And I always try to like help people like understand that, like, yo, everything is already set in stone. You just gotta get there. Like, there's no point of tripping out. There's no point of stressing. It's already there for you. You just have to grind it out until you get there. And that's one thing I really try so bad like to do, because I know how hard it is, and I'm sorry to the people that think that I'm so nonchalant about that. That's just literally how I try to digest everything. It's like, yo, she going to trip about this. Don't be too angry because she feels that way. She's entitled to her feelings, and you may have done something that you don't understand of why she got that. So she got that angry. You could lose your job. You don't know why. Like why they had to lay you off. The budget could have got cut. They're not telling you that. That's none of your business. They just got to tell you, yo, as of right now, you got to go. Like, your house could have burned down.
No, facts. No.
You could feel every way that you're supposed to feel about that. That could be God's way of putting you in something completely better, something nicer. Like, it's so many like blessings inside of the negativity. It's blessings in blessings. It's rewards in the grind, all of that type of stuff. So I literally try just not to get too high or too low about anything, because I know when everything is going so fucking perfect and it seems that way, I know something is going to happen that make me feel like I'm crashing. And I know when I'm feeling underneath the earth, only something good can happen from that. So I just try to stay even keel, so I don't overly spill into thinking it's about to be terrible, and I try not to overly spill into everything is about to be great forever.
Okay, I take that. I just wanted to speak about like how when we posed the question of what it's a blow, and then when you went to depression, that kind of where my mind went. That's why I asked the question. And like for me, the blow I took, like when I spoke earlier about losing my grandma, that blow hit me, and as soon as I got to college, like right out of our summer program, I'm there, and for years, like years after that situation, when you question why you did bad or what was going on, and I had to realize, yo, I was fucking depressed. I couldn't get up through some days, like, and you just didn't know what it was. Like, you might have felt like, yo, for you be hard on yourself, like, yo, I just was lazy. But no, I was fucking crippled with like loss and couldn't move through. Like, that was a blow for me. That was something that was something for me that kind of altered the course of my life a little bit, because of it being so at a point to where you're fully on your own, and I just lost a connection that I already couldn't be at, where like it was something I was with my whole life, and as soon as I leave it for a few months, it's gone. It was like earth shattering for me at the time, and to get through that, it took me just time and working through, and then being able to finally realize that that's what I was going through, because that feeling carries on. Now you done compounded your problem. Like you just wasn't, now you was depressed, but now you're depressed, and also you're mad at yourself, you're angry at yourself and your actions, and you're not thinking things clearly, so now your actions are resulting in repercussions for yourself, when all of that was due to this situation. And once you identify and know it, and you can release those things you felt, you can be in a lot better place. Like how you were speaking about keeping mellow. For me, I keep it all the way 1,000% positive. I know I'm big on affirmations now. Like I'll fucking be smoke, and I ain't want to say I smoke weed, nigga. Fuck y'all. But I'll be smoking a blunt, and it'll be it'll be me just saying like, yo, you is gonna do this. You gonna get through this. You gonna be great. You are amazing. You killing this shit already. Like, yo, the work you doing is great. I don't see nothing like what I'm doing from anybody that's trying to be where I'm at. So I appreciate that, and I love that, and that's why I would say try. And I feel like if you lean to that more positive it can be. Even when like things that we may consider low or earth shattering, or things we went through in the past that we got through already. A lot of times, especially around these ages that we are, so you gotta pull back, pull into that former self you were that got you through that similar situation, and help that get you through this current one where you're not so when it doesn't, and then realize that one thing can happen, but the whole world isn't ending. Like that's the big thing. Like, yo, somebody sent you down to the dirt that you think, but no, you still up. The dirt you was before is nowhere near, nigga. You still in the penthouse on the low. Like you was floating above the clouds. You got knocked back to your penthouse, but you still straight. Everything all right. You just gotta remind yourself of your surroundings and where you really fucking been. And that for me always like, yo, I'm always on a high. I've been the lowest you can be in this world while you're alive. So that shit is only up from there.
He's spitting fire.
No, because where I was saying, because I definitely agree, like what y'all said. It's just a different time now, because then also we gotta like be on the opposite side with things too, not to hit people with the realistic, because your dreams could be your dreams and how big they want, but it's still like when you say like, yo, you try to be even playing, so it's like, okay, so some people might get that, and I was like, maybe I have to learn what the difference is, like how to decipher the difference of having confidence, but still just having no expectations though. Like you keep it like, because so then that way, because then some people might be like, yo, you're gonna get disappointed because there's times you're gonna be confident and things ain't gonna work out. So it's like but I think Jay kind of just answered that, like where it's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta remember, yo, you got through something harder, something worse, and you made it through that. And I think that's one of the other things that did help me is like, yo, well, now that day's over. So what you gonna do the next day?
Right.
You can't just sit around and let that, it's over with now. What you gonna do? So are you just gonna keep thinking about that? And it's like, so that's why I was like, but then, and sometimes some people might feel like, when, like how you said, the everything's set in stone, but then some people may be questioning, well, is this set in stone for me with what I'm doing? And that's where I'm trying to be honest with people, like, yo, you can still feel, you're still going to end up feeling like that, and things happen. So with knowing that sometimes you do just have to try to prepare for it, it's still going to hurt. Things still hurt. We all still got feelings and emotion, so things may hurt, but it's still like you just have to try to do your best to keep moving forward, stay positive, stay like even playing field, where it's like, yo, like, yeah, this happened, but it's over with, so don't be down on it. And just in case next time, you don't have to be so like just out there with it, because we definitely seen that happen when people, when they share their news or things very fast on like social media, and things don't work out. And it's like, that's one, and I think that's the part I play in. That's why nobody knows what I'm talking about, because I'm like, yo, that's my way of still staying like on the even field of, yo, don't just go telling everybody that this, and then at the same time, like I always say, sometimes you tell things too early and people start praying on your downfall. Right. Like you say, pray for me, and they be praying with the opposite of what you thinking.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, that's when for me, like, I thank God, like my faith was restored at a point in life, because faith take all that over. Now I don't care how had you praying for downfall. My faith, where the places my God got me out of, you can't. Nigga, please. I don't.
Come on, Jay, man. Come on, bro.
Nigga, please.
Yeah, man. Like,
bleed,
bro. Can you restart this message? Like, I'm over here, like, I'm like, yes. He did, like, yeah, the things that God got me and all that. Like, my faith, it got built up, and nigga, please. Like, I'm like, come
it's
on,
me, motherfucker. I like that clip. Man, clip it. But
I'm sorry, Lord.
No, I mean,
oh man.
Okay, I'm not gonna get into how you perceive that as something that words are made up. Never mind. But
no. I'm just saying.
I know, but
I'm just saying for the the other eyes, bro. Like that's why I was just
Yeah,
more
but
like,
I don't, man. If you feel a way in that, and you hear somebody talking about God from their own perspective,
no, I'm just
no,
saying.
no, I get
I
you.
was just
I
saying,
was talking
bro,
to them, not
go
you.
with your message. That's why I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but I'm giving this one too on that. But if you are hearing somebody speak about their walk and their plight with God, and you're putting it through a lens of however you feel like you got to interpret a message to the person that created everything, and you think your words matter that you didn't even create, then I think you need to do some reading. But and back to what I
I
was
mean,
saying, yeah, like my faith was restored, and in those moments to where it was a heavy vibe because I was depressed, I was questioning everything, especially faith, because how could you do this to me? How could you put this great experience in my life? Because I wasn't big on college. I like the fret like that summer was like, oh shit, I'm loving, like I see what it is now. Like before it was I wanted to get to the fucking, I've been a money hungry motherfucker forever because of just the you see what you lack and you want it. So the only way I know, I wasn't somebody waiting for somebody to come save me ever. So I had to go get it. So I always had a job, always working, always figuring out a way to get some money. And in those cases where I can just sum it up to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're going through or what you're being subjugated against, if you truly believe in yourself and in whoever you may pray to, or if it's just yourself or it's the universe, whatever it is, if you truly believe that, then nothing can move you off your rocker. Nothing can knock you down. You will be at that level no matter who's saying what against you. You can like there isn't a way you can lose unless you beat yourself in that sense. Like you're not, there's nobody out there. Don't worry about no opponents, nobody else. If you run your race and believe in yourself, where you're supposed to, you could be anything you want to be. And that's that. I think it would have been better if somebody remembered though, but fuck y'all.
I think it would have been better
Fuck
if
y'all.
you remember.
I want to hear y'all never tell me. I'll be going off and I'll be lit, nigga. You know this. I'm different than y'all. Y'all the sober potters. I'll be lit.
But I would definitely say, because he brought up faith, and no matter what, like people may see us and all that, and if you're judging, you're already doing the, like you're already wrong for that. If you're judging us just because the way how our faith is and what we believe in and how we believe, because we all definitely believe in God.
And you a loser.
Huh?
Said, and you a loser.
Oh, I thought you was talking to me. I'm like, dang, for love of God, bro.
Nah,
Like,
I was the nigga please part. That's that's where I was at, and I was going off of that, and we went to a whole fucking tangent. Damn it!
but nah,
But
so
yeah, nigga please.
but but I think a lot of this definitely helps everybody, and it definitely helped me too with y'all talk, because like I always say, like sometimes how we talked about today, what your peers can do and all, because sometimes if you always have the same person saying it to you, not saying it doesn't mean anything or it doesn't mean as much, but sometimes when you hear it from someone else, it does help a little more, because it's almost like that refreshing voice. So I think people can, like everybody can really take a lot from us just in today. Episode 22 as well. All the episodes to me, but
Yes, sir.
but
Cool.
I appreciate y'all, because I definitely do. Y'all definitely helped me today, and everything. Not dwell on things, because I always had my battles with, like, self confidence and everything. So that's why I admitted, like, yo, maybe like I just got confused.
Have you tried affirmations?
Absolutely.
Personal? Like looking at yourself in the mirror type Jones?
I've done those
I
too.
won't
I've
say.
done those too.
I
But
won't.
that's
I won't.
because I'm sexy. So.
I won't that.
Okay,
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
There we go.
Yeah, Jay.
That boy caught on.
I caught it.
He did that smooth
Guys,
too. Like, I respect it. I super respect it. I respect it.
Prolific potter, man. I'm great at this. I just, I'll be, y'all rock.
I
man.
respect it. Like, I
But,
definitely respect it. But we definitely want to say, like, man, just if you believe in God, please just keep your faith in God, and that's definitely what helps me. Definitely on the daily, keeping my ear to the word, the best way I can, best way I know how to, best way like comes to me and everything. But please just keep your faith in God. Don't be ashamed to get advice and gain from your peers, someone younger than you, older people, everybody's not out to get you, especially here at the King Status Podcast. Like we literally are here, like we want to help people, and we love seeing our peers get on and strive and follow their dreams and make things happen because that gives us more motivation. Because especially when it's people we know, honestly, because it's more of the yo, this is my man's, and it's starting to work for him, and they're making it work. And then now when I'm doing something, they're also hitting us back like, yo, keep going, like, because I see you too. Like, so
And I wanted to comment on what you said when people like don't lose your faith. Even if you do, don't be afraid to pull. Like for me, it was pulling on feelings of before. Like before I was depressed, and it's how you might have saw like, yo, my mother's unwavering prayer, and when I was in those spots where I didn't want to be, and you have no way of getting out. And it just those thoughts reminded to me, even like and when people were going through like their last moments, like my grandmother was going through, and her restored faith in the moment, and just knowing that the end was near, and seeing how that kind of helped, and just not like I'm not the traditional person. I'm not going to go to church weekly. Like faith for me is inside, like it's inner. It's my conversation. It's me walking through. I may just take a second before I walk into work and thank God and be
And you
happy,
learn.
and that be my way of how I proceed through life.
and as our everybody's experiencing here, we have learned, like we have gotten the word, still get the word, have learned to seek and receive. So that's why I agree with you. Like, no, you won't see me at church all the time, but I went enough to know and still have the experience around me to still teach me so much that where I still have my ear to it, I'm still learning. But it's just certain things I've learned in my path as well. It's same as all of us in here.
Yeah, I feel like God talks to me through my voice. Like when I'm sitting and talking to myself, which I tend to do a lot, and how observant I am. Like I pay attention to my surroundings so much that I take time to analyze and compress what I just observed, because people not even paying attention to do what I'm looking at sometimes. And you just got to figure that out in the best course of mind. Like I'm good somebody to manage in my surroundings and the people I'm with to kind of in the past manipulate, but for me now it's get the best out of. But in that sense, it's always good to. I just lost what I was talking about.
Come on,
Totally lost it. This where I, yeah. Like I was saying, my point was, I feel like God talks through me. Like some people are always looking like you go places to hear the word, you go places to hear that. I hear that through God, through myself.
because you learn how to seek and receive.
I'm totally. I'm in it. We together. The connection is there. There's nothing that can break that. So I feel like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and that's why I said sometimes the battle still is like when you're very ambitious sometimes, and this is just in my flesh and being honest and human. Like, yo, sometimes, like I said, it's not that you question God. It's just like some people do get caught up in the God, is this really for me?
Oh no, I
and,
questioned.
And some people do get caught up in definitely the, oh, I guess it wasn't in God's will. But sometimes it's just a matter of you just didn't go. You just gave 60%. Like, so it is in your will. That's more the reason why it's like, yo, like when that happened, it's more like, so what you gonna do? You gonna keep thinking about, because now the day is past, sun back up. Like, so you still think, like, you still just gonna think about that?
Has
Like,
y'all
so,
faith ever been tested?
Absolutely.
a million times, millions. I think that still was. I still believe it was a question of that.
Like you said,
like, or just like the like, yo, like, is it really for me? Because then it's like I said, because I don't go straight to second guessing God. I'm like, yo, I'm second guessing myself. Like, dang, God, is it not for me? Like, and all, but
no, I was just gonna say mine was more so like how yours was. Like when my grandmother passed, I was losing it. Like, yo, like, is this real? Like, is this what life really supposed to be like? Like, am I supposed to really feel like this? Even when the depression hit, and I ain't have like more so when we was doing music, it was more so like, you know how she bigged us up. She loved when we did music. Like she loved when I came to her with them songs and stuff. Like she's one person that bigged up every single thing I did, like as like a mother. But you know, a grandmother's love is just something about it. Like,
Yeah, it's
so I would go to her, play the what was the one song, Special Girl, I think it was called.
problem.
It was this one song called Special Girl, you know. But I let her listen to it, and she just thought that song was so beautiful and amazing. Like she listened to it like 10 times the first time I let her listen to it, and she just will always encourage me about my writing. Like, yo, grandson, you have a gift with writing. And I think I was in 8th grade, and I wrote a poem, and she was like, yo, this is so good. She had a friend that did cards and publishing. Like, he wanted to put it in the card and Hallmark, like all types of stuff. And those types of things, I'm like, yo, I don't have that no more. Like, am I really a good writer? Like how she's like, now it's just becoming.
No, stop right there. No, you do have it, because I'm here as well.
For
So
sure.
you do got it. Anything, any of that you just say you want to do, I'm here with you to help. Because that's definitely what I thought in my head.
Oh,
I'm like, well,
shit.
bro, we could do that. Like,
EdBuck coming soon.
yeah,
That shit gonna be a
do
read,
that,
nigga.
do that poetry, do all that,
Yeah, get in your poetry back, but I want to tell the real stories.
Yeah.
Tell them studio stories. I mean, hey, man, when you live the life, I feel like everybody who kind of had a life that they feel as though was somewhat interesting, you can write a book. Because there's some shit in there that people will never fucking could believe that you can
for
detail
sure.
so specifically. Be like, oh my God, this is amazing. This could be a movie.
Nah, but
Small
I
situations.
think that's why I like to do music, and like when we get on camera and stuff, like when people compliment me about that, when they like the way that they look at it, I love to listen to it because it's fascinating to me that people think it's that fascinating, like, and how I feel. I'm just like, bro, this ain't nothing but a camera
Nah.
to me. Like,
let the Playboy do them romantic poems he used to do. Because I was like, man, give us one right now.
He just blew your spot up.
man,
You know what?
That's how you get him back.
Let's
Eddie get him
challenge
back
them.
with the love letter. He be
Let-
just dropping in the mailbox.
Let's challenge him. Let's make him accountable for it. He got to come up one of these
I'm still
weeks.
waiting for him to drop the song. But
He going
Summer over. Summer's over.
He got
You
to
know
come
what
up.
I'm
He
saying?
got to come
You're
up one of these weeks with a poem that he wrote. And he got to say it on camera.
a poem? That's crazy.
Yeah,
You know what
let's
I'm saying?
do it.
You got to say the poem and you got to bring the intro rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do that.
You're right.
Episode
You're
26,
right. I
man.
have
You know
been
what I'm saying?
working on that, though.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna make you rappers rap, nigga. Hey, pay an ape. Hey, all my niggas. When I call for the track, I'm gonna be on it, nigga.
No, I'm the same
Hey,
way.
Don,
Because like
in
when he
town,
around and
I
the
need
beat
my
come
beat
on, I'm
too,
like,
sir.
bro, start freestyling. I'm like,
Hey, in town, Don, I need my beat, bro. Like I need the beat for the intro.
yeah, but on that note, let's cut that one up for this one, fellas. That was a real good one, and Jay, everybody dropped gems and all that. So, but please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And also, please, I'm very proud to announce again. I forgot to bring it, but
Yes,
maybe
sir.
Jay can make it pop up right here. But please go to the link in my bio on Barnes & Noble. My new children's book, A Crown Fit for You,
Yes, sir.
is available for pre-order. And also, by the time this video drops as well, the Morehouse Media website should be up and
Yes,
running
sir.
again. So you'll be able to see all that. You'll be able to see, maybe even get exclusive access quick early to these episodes as well. But but please, I have a new children's book coming out, A Crown Fit for You, rhyming text, colorful, diversity, and it allows people
Pre-order link
and
will
everybody.
be in the description.
Yeah, the pre-order link will be in the description
There we
below. And just about kids and everyone, because one of the main comments I've been getting is this book can be for adults too, of never losing your crown and the essence of who you are and how you're your own original self and who you are. That's why it's diversity and different backgrounds, different cultures, different faiths, everything, like, because you are who you are and no one can fit the crown that's meant for you.
Congratulations, King.
Thank you. So, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been the King Status Podcast with
I'm
me,
your
your host, Mr. Mortar King, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky.
Hey, Jay, the prolific Potter. Your neighbor, your in the neighborhood friendly neighborhood podcast is coming soon. New episodes dropping Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? First episode coming out after today's pod.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all, and I am Jay Duce.
If
Ah,
do say so
myself.
myself. Thank y'all for tuning in.
King
Peace
Status.
out.